What? Wait, I don't think they're ready for this.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them
Here
twice.
comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Yeah, hello and welcome to gorgeous Wynn Stadium in Wollongong on what is a perfect Sunday afternoon, to say the least, for some A-League women's action. Wellington Phoenix at their home, away from home for this season, taking on the Brisbane Roar, still searching for their first victory in their inaugural campaign. The Phoenix, the Brisbane Roar, looking to get things going, of course, after what has been a less than vibrant start to the season for a team that has some reasonable expectations on them. It looks fantastic in Wollongong, as you can see. Daniel Garb here with you, and Grace Gill is alongside me as we look through the starting 11s for both teams. Grace, hello to you. What is it about the Wellington Phoenix starting 11 that stands out for you and their coach, Gemma Lewis?
Well, thanks, Dan. It's great to be alongside you, and really fair to say that Brisbane have had an unconvincing start to their Liberty A-League season, and the Wellington Phoenix vying for their first 3 points of the season. A couple of slight changes this afternoon. We see Kate Taylor has a new defensive partnership alongside her, and Walker there with Mackenzie Barry unfortunately unavailable for this afternoon with an injury.
Ava Pritchard and Grace Yarley will look to get Wellington going in those attacking midfield positions. For Brisbane, Katrina Gorry is obviously the superstar with such a fantastic story behind her. Rejected a call to the Matildas setup. I'll look to her to get things going for Brisbane today. They sit in 8th place on the table, way below where they want to be. Ayesha Norrie, the skipper, will try and tidy things up in midfield, and we'll look to Larissa Crummer, the 20-time Matilda, who hasn't quite got her scoring boots on yet this season. Here come the two teams out of the tunnel. Hello and welcome to Wynn Stadium, wherever you are watching from, for Wellington and Brisbane. There's the Wellington coach. He said so much of this campaign is about young players emerging for the future, and Kate Taylor's arguably been the best to emerge so far. Gareth McPherson there, the coach for Brisbane. 3 points a must, I would imagine, for his side today, because they can't afford to drop off too much in terms of that finals race. Okay, Daniel Garb here with you alongside Grace Gill in commentary. I was called up off the bench about an hour before kickoff, which has now taken place, so bear with me on this one. Delighted to be on the call as we bring you this contest between Wellington and Brisbane from Wynn Stadium in Wollongong, as you can see, on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. And on a pitch, Grace, we'll get an update from Ross Gibbs in a moment to set the scene, but it looks like a pretty quick deck.
Yeah, it does. Wynn Stadium's always a beautiful pitch to play on. It's a bit patchy out there at the moment, that you've sort of got that coastal sandy grass, but it does look like a beautiful day in Wellington.
Here's Zoe McMeekin in possession for the Phoenix, the right back. Plays it all the way back to her skipper in Lily Alfeld, and the Phoenix can try and set up. They're keen to play out from the back despite being a young side. Here is Kate Taylor, who we spoke about. They lose possession inside their own half. Look for Larissa Crummer off the throw in the Roar. There's Katrina Gorry. Grace Yarley batting away nicely for the Phoenix, and she keeps possession, tries to play it forward, looking for Chloe Knott. Well controlled at the back by Jessie Rashart for Brisbane. Try and play it down the touchline. And there is Anna Margraf, manages to keep possession, and they'll play it back. A little bit scrappy from the Roar early on. Can Wellington take advantage? The Roar played down the left-hand side, but that manages to go out. So as we look at Wellington trying to play it out from the back, Grace, is it hard-in-your-mouth stuff at times with such a young side?
Yeah, I think it is, but I think what's really, really pleasing about this young Wellington Phoenix side is that they're trying not to stray away from a good brand of football, and Gemma Lewis is trying to instill in this side to play the ball, to get it on the ground, to look to connect. You could easily fall into the trap of being that team that just tries to launch it long and just look for a counter-attack. But it is really pleasing to see that they are looking to play, and that's a really promising thing, to try and stick to that type of philosophy at such a young sort of playing group. I actually think Brisbane Roar have played really well, and the fact that they're sitting 8th on the table at the moment.
Shay Connors puts a cross in there, and a chance for Mariel Hackett to try and win it forward. There's a claim for a penalty here. Has it been given against Talitha Kramer? Waiting to see if the referee's in fact pointed to the spot. It may be a spot kick. I think it is, and it's a yellow card against Talitha Kramer for that foul on Mariel Hacker, and Brisbane Roar will have a chance to go 1-0 up inside 15 minutes.
We will get another look at this now. We can see here Talitha Kramer just fails to deal with that one effectively, hasn't got a good first touch on it. Perhaps the sideline official has seen a bit of an arm pull to take Hecker down there, and Hecker, she's such a great technical player. She'd just gotten her body on the edge of Kramer there, so Brisbane Roar now with a chance for Kramer to step up and slot this one away.
Larissa Kramer with the chance to put the Brisbane Roar ahead in Wollongong. Lily Alfeld trying to keep the Phoenix level. It's Larissa Kramer, and it's well saved by Alfeld down to her left. Gorry off the rebound, saved again, a third bite at it. This time it's blocked and it's out wide, and the Phoenix players all get around their captain and their goalkeeper. Fantastic save low to the left-hand side.
Oh, well, you can see what that one means to the Wellington Phoenix. And Lily Alfeld, the experienced goalkeeper. It's not a strong penalty from Larissa Kramer at all, but that's a really strong hand and a double save there from Lily Alfeld.
Stood strong. Fantastic work from the captain, and then the players who got around to support her as Katrina Gorry puts the corner in. Hecker, who won the penalty with a chance to put the Phoenix defence under more pressure, plays it back to Katrina Gorry intelligently. Well done, though, by Chloe Knott, the striker, to win that back for the Phoenix. There's Hecker once more. It was played out by Jamila Rankin, who gave away, of course, the penalty on that occasion. So Wellington breathe a sigh of relief, and this game has all of a sudden sprung into life.
Oh, it's those moments of individual brilliance in football matches that can really spring a team into life.
Here's Gomez. Tries to move it out to the right. Goes under the foot of Shay Connors back there for Brisbane on that occasion. But it feels like that penalty save has really got the Phoenix going and injected some energy into them. Grace Gill.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's given them a spark and injected a bit of life into the Wellington Phoenix.
And here's a chance for them. They're trying to move it inside the area. Effort on goal potentially might be coming, and it's in! It's Alyssa Wynnum with the second ever goal for the Wellington Phoenix, and they are 1-0 up over Brisbane, and look at that expression on her face, that says it all.
Oh, Alyssa Wynnum, she can hardly believe it. What a strike, what a finish. She's got her hands over her mouth and in disbelief, but the Wellington Phoenix, after a really good passage of build-up play, it's taken a fortuitous bounce off the side there. But this strike there, Alyssa Wynnum, she's just able to find herself in a little bit of space. It's a lovely finish on the left boot, and Georgie Worth, she's got just half a hand to it, but it's not enough, and that's a brilliant goal. A fantastic start for the Wellington Phoenix.
Inside to Gomez. There's an effort on goal. It's off the head of a Brisbane defender, though, and we'll have another corner for the Phoenix.
Well, I don't mind that one there from Gomez, having a bit of a look and backing herself with that shot as well. And Jessie Rashart's seen that one out for a corner, but Gomez in just a bit of space there and was able to look up and try her luck on that opportunity. I don't mind that at all.
The 25-year-old English-born Chloe Knott moves to the other side to take this corner. Try and get this one at the top of the 6-yard box. That Brisbane defence under pressure. Pritchard, Jale, Taylor all in there for Wellington. Dangerous ball, and it's in! 2-0 up the Phoenix. They get around Grace Jale. She seems a bit sheepish about claiming it, but can you believe it? Wellington are 2 to the good.
Well, the Wellington Phoenix, 2 goals in nearly as many minutes, and Grace Jale, she's a towering height. She's a great presence in there, and that's a top ball that's been delivered in on that corner for the Wellington Phoenix. A really beautifully shaped ball into a dangerous part of the field, and Grace Jale's just gotten ahead, fairly uncontested there by any Brisbane Roar defence, and just used her height and her physicality.
There's a long way to go in this football game, but if this does go the way of the Phoenix, those images may be plastered across some newspapers in New Zealand tomorrow morning, that is for sure. We'll wait to see if that story can unfold. A long way to go. A lot of work for the Phoenix to do. But in search of their first ever victory, they are 2-0 up. Goals from Alyssa Wynnum and Grace Jale. A missed penalty, though, by Larissa Kramer and Brisbane. Now they're through. It's Marielle Hacker with a chance to get one back, and she does so. Takes advantage of a mistake at the back for the Phoenix, and Marielle Hacker has Brisbane back in this game, the Brazilian.
Well, that's a class finish, really simple put away from Mariel Hecker there. A stray touch for Walker, and that's a good bit of work there by Crummer to feed in Mariel Hecker, and Hecker is just so composed on the ball, and she's just seen Lily Alfeld show her the near post, and that's an easy slot away. Really great finish from a wonderful player for Brisbane Roar.
Being 2-0 down, the Brazilian has got Brisbane back into this contest. Here she is on the ball, inside her own half. Nice play, Benna Margraf there. Hecker once more, looking for the run of Margraf, who has burst forward from right back into Katrina Gorry. Gorry trying to put the cross into a dangerous position. Crummer will win the race for this one. Get support now from Rankin. Plays it into Hecker, who's drifted from the right-hand side. Dangerous tackle there. Could have given away another penalty to the Roar. Here's Rankin, gets it into the feet, looking for the feet of the Brisbane Roar teammate. Shay Connors was the player she was looking for, but Terrea Moana Walker was standing tall and composed. Here's Crummer. Catano, back to Crummer. Larissa Crummer with a chance to strike one on goal. Falls to Katrina Gorry, in space. She'll assess her options here. In fact, she's a long-range strike. Katrina Gorry, great save, Alfeld. Got across well to stop that high with the left hand. Katrina Gorry loves those situations. Give her space from there at your peril.
Lily Alfeld, a bit of frustration that Gorry was given so much time.
Corner comes in from Brisbane, defended well by the Phoenix. Kate Taylor with the header. Here's Catano. Sends it in, looking for Crummer. Good header from Crummer. She perhaps got a bit of a barge in the back. In fact, it's not Larissa Crummer, it's Haffenden. And there is the halftime whistle. So at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong, a team looking for their first win in their history, the Wellington Phoenix lead the Brisbane Roar 2-1. Goals from Alyssa Wynnum on screen there. The look on her face was something to behold. The second came from Grace Jale before Mariel Hecker got the Brisbane Roar back into this contest. Chance for Brisbane to try and settle, of course, during the break. But it is the Wellington Phoenix who will be buoyed by what has been a fantastic first half display. They lead at Wynn Stadium in search of their first ever win, 2-1 at the half. A couple of changes for Brisbane as well. Natalie Tatham is on, along with Cannon Clough. So we know that it's a hot day there in Wollongong. I dare say that's got a fair bit to do with it, but maybe a sign that Gareth McPherson isn't too happy with the way things are going for Brisbane as well. And yeah, we saw that change for the Phoenix. Saskia Vosper on for them. We'll get confirmation of who exactly has made ways. We get play underway in the second half at Wynn Stadium. The Wellington Phoenix searching for the first win in their history. Brisbane Roar, such a proud club in Australian football, of course. Sitting in 8th place coming into this game. This is not a position they want to be in, so a big 45 minutes coming up for them as well. As Mariel Hecker moves it forward, looking for Larissa Crummer. Crummer in a tussle with Katie Taylor, who we spoke about before the game. She's impressed us once more in this first 45, hasn't she?
She really has, and just to use her body there really effectively against the experienced campaigner of Larissa Crummer. You heard the voice of the official there on the sideline, holding, just that little grab of the shirt there that's brought it back for the Phoenix.
Here's Crummer. Gorry plays it forward, and here is the substitute in Cannon Clough in some space. Cuts it across the area, chance for Crummer, and she's equalised. It was set up on a plate for her, and she made no mistake. Larissa Crummer makes it 2-2 in Wollongong.
Well, that's so much better there from Larissa Crummer. She's put that one away with such certainty and such confidence behind that strike. It's a really poor time in the half to concede for the Phoenix. We see here on the Harvey Norman replay, it's a great cut back into the middle of the park, and Phoenix weren't tight enough to Larissa Crummer, but a really well executed finish, and nothing Lily Alfeld could have done about that one.
It's a failing to control it. She does well to win it back, Cannon Clough for Brisbane. Here's Hecker, now playing centrally. Gomez wins the header, but it's back with Larissa Crummer. Tries to find some space. Here's Katrina Gorry from distance. Rattles the crossbar. A chance for Hecker off the rebound, but it's narrowly wide. Once again, Katrina Gorry from distance. Almost had Lily Alfeld beat.
Well, you give Katrina Gorry half a step of space and she can produce something like that. The Phoenix have only been saved there by the woodwork. She'll be disappointed, she'll be frustrated. You can feel Brisbane Roar are really building into this second half, and you've got to say Wellington Phoenix at the moment, they're looking a little bit fatigued and just a little bit lacklustre.
The Phoenix defence maintaining their composure under a fair bit of pressure, led by their skipper Lily Alfeld in goal. Saved a penalty today and another one from long range from Katrina Gorry.
And for the Raw now, final 10 minutes, just a bit under of the game. They've been really susceptible in matches gone by at conceding at this late stage in the game, and you hope for them that they've got the discipline to see out this 90 minutes, and they'll be pushing for the result, they'll be pushing for the 3 points, but they certainly have been susceptible to this final 10 minutes of a match.
Meakin loses possession, and now Shay Connors has some space down the left. And a chance for Clough to put Brisbane in front, but again, Lily Alfeld stands strong. What a fantastic game she's having. Cannon Clough has given Brisbane a lot since coming off the bench in that second half. Sachi goes to Janos, does well to roll that under her feet. Well done by Gorry though, strong in the challenge. Looking for Crummer. Gives it back to Gorry though, tries to go the nutmeg on Gomez. Moves it forward now looking for Clough, but Taylor is there. Excellent at the back for the Phoenix all game. She can't stop the corner being given away though. So it's all hands to the pump for the Phoenix at the moment, and Katrina Gorry with another chance to put their defence under pressure from a dead ball situation.
We saw a moment ago as well, Wellington or Lily Alfeld, particularly 7 saves this afternoon to Brisbane Roar, Georgina Worth's 0. So to say that Lily Alfeld has had that much work to do as we see Hecker take a well-deserved rest. What a great appearance this afternoon she's had, and Holly Palmer's joined the fray for these final few minutes.
Some more fresh legs for Brisbane. Mariel Hacker's been one of the Raw's best. Scored the goal to get them back into the game just before half-time. And now throwing everything at the Phoenix at the moment. 5 minutes to go of normal time. As Hannah Jones makes her way onto the park for Wellington. Isabel Gomez substituted. She's had a fantastic 85 minutes as well for Wellington. Been brilliant in defensive midfield. As the corner comes in. Cry there for a penalty, and it's been given. Jessie Rashard brought down. Ava Pritchard asked if she really did anything wrong, and this could be heartbreaking for Wellington. I'd love to have another look at this one. I'm not sure there was that much in it. Ava Pritchard has given away the penalty, and it's a chance for Brisbane to win it now in the final 5 minutes of normal time.
As we get another look at this one here, and Pritchard's just sort of gone through Jessie Rashard.
Gorry from the spot. It's 3-2 Brisbane. From 2-0 down, the Roar are ahead. And there's the baby celebration for Harper. The leader of this Brisbane Roar side, if not with the captain's armband, certainly in the middle of the park, does the job from the penalty spot. They now lead in Wollongong.
Well, that is such an important finish there for Katrina Gorry, and such a class penalty at that. She sent Lily Alfeld the wrong way, and no one stopping that penalty shot. But what heartbreak for the Wellington Phoenix.
It's been a pleasure watching her run a football match again this afternoon.
Oh, it always is a pleasure to watch Gorry out on a football field. She's such a creator, and if she's not scoring goals, she's certainly looking to create and conduct out there. And her first half perhaps a bit quiet, but she came into that second 45 and she's just been instrumental.
Let's not forget Larissa Crummer missed a penalty in the first half, and she gave the responsibility to Katrina Gorry for what might possibly be the match-winning spot kick for Brisbane, and Gorry, unsurprisingly, was able to convert. So an interesting change. Wonder if Katrina Gorry said, I'll take this one, Larissa, or if Larissa said, no, my confidence isn't too high after that one. KG, can you please stand up?
And it could have easily been either one of those situations. It's really tough when you've either missed a pen or had one saved to then step up and take the next available one. It's important for the mentality of Larissa Crummer to do that, but I completely understand to hand that over to Gorry and say, you know what, you've got this one, you've got that, you can tuck this away. And Gorry did so incredibly well on that penalty too.
Yeah, we saw her composure, and you can understand that decision being made at that stage of the game. Another concern for Jess Rashard here, who needed some help about 15 minutes ago, and she's on the ground again, needing some liquid. So I hope that she is okay. It's over 25 degrees in Wollongong. The humidity's around 75. It's tough on these players. Thankfully, she's back on her feet. The referee, no doubt, Rebecca Mackey, will have stopped the watch and will allow the full allotted time, you would think, for the Phoenix to try and snare an equaliser at Wynn Stadium. They're home away from home. Got the ball deep inside the raw half, which hasn't happened too often in the second 45 minutes. There's Walker with the long ball into the area. Norrie heads it down. It's cleared by Holly Palmer of Brisbane. Miller Rankin's been impressive for the Raw down the left. It's Walker with the long ball again. Can't quite control it. On that occasion, Wisniewski not. And on the counter-attack, can Brisbane make Wellington pay? All the way back to Alfeld they go. And that will go out for a Brisbane Raw throw-in. So they're edging towards just their second victory of the season, the Raw. Perhaps one that can spark their campaign into life, Grace.
And an important victory for the Raw if these few moments of the match see out the score as it is, and a really integral 3 points for the Raw to continue in the rest of their campaign.
Here's Demetopoulos. Phoenix are able to clear. And as far as Norrie, though, the skipper for Brisbane, who has been instrumental in the middle of the park for them. She's got some space now down the right. Once more, Kate Taylor cuts across, though, to clear. Be hard-pressed to go past her for the best for Wellington today. Lily Alfeld might have something to say about that after her interventions between the sticks, but Kate Taylor has been a joy. And I'll try and just waste the final few moments of this game, the Raw. Larissa Crummer holding it up just next to the corner flag, but it's out for a goal kick. So time might just get the better of them here, Wellington, you fear.
I feel this would be the last opportunity for the Phoenix to just get the ball up top and have one last-ditch effort to try and equalise in the dying seconds of the match.
Here's Vosper. Doing well is Tatham to get in front of her and stop a long ball going into the area. So the 3 points look like going Brisbane's way. It's been a fantastic game of football. A-League women's action on your Sunday afternoon, and Gareth McPherson will be a relieved man after his team was down 2-0 in the early part of this game. They fought back to go ahead 3-2 as we await the final whistle from Rebecca Mackey. And there it is, a Brisbane Raw victory on a captivating Sunday afternoon in Wollongong. The Phoenix were 2-0 up. The Raw have emerged victorious 3-2. And that has been a Sunday afternoon to savour. Goals for the Phoenix from Alyssa Wynnum and from Grace Yarley, and for the Raw, Mariel Hacker struck back. Larissa Crummer drew level. Trina Gorry found the winner from the penalty spot. Finishes Brisbane 3, the Phoenix 2.